Ooga fucking ooga, cunts, and welcome to Cunt Stream Beta, more wage gap bullshit. With us tonight, besides my other host Rob, is Brockus and Tevin. And yeah, I did the intro right.
It's passable.
Yes.
That's how it works.
We've come a long way when all we are concerned about at first is, did we do the intro right? Okay.
We're
Did I
professional.
say the fucking ooga cunt? It's like, did I, give that the gravity it deserves?
I don't know. I like when Schmeckle goes live while Samaj is in the middle of saying something really embarrassing.
Yeah, that is always funny.
They do that on purpose. They both do that on purpose.
Well, of course. That's the point of it.
Yeah. So how is everybody doing this evening? This fine February.
Well, work sucks for me, so there's that.
Why is work sucking?
I work at a warehouse. I hurt my shoulder recently, and unfortunately, they've cut my hours back because of it.
Ooh.
Are they going to start paying the ladies that work at the front counter same as your guys at the warehouse? Did you guys see that for Tesco?
Yeah, that makes sense. Pay the cashier as much as the guy who lifts the, heavy as fuck boxes in the back.
So evidently there's an overage of men cashiers at Tesco company and an overage of men warehouse workers at the company who make like $11 an hour, which is a couple dollars more than the minimum cashiers. And so now they're suing a bunch of feminists are suing the company for equal wages. It's something to the tune of like $4.something billion.
Because two completely different jobs that are different get paid differently?
Yes.
Amazing. Fantastic. Yay. I love just, working in a job that actually caused me to hurt myself because I'm lifting 50, 60-pound boxes and just moving shit like a freaking beast. And then I find out the jackass who picks his fingers while fucking making your cheeseburger is actually making just a little bit more than me. That's great. I love that. I love hearing about that. Fucking assholes.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. I'm just saying, like, warehouse. I've worked in a warehouse before. They're not fun jobs. I don't know. They can be kind of fun. You can get away with a little more because you're not in front of fucking customers and shit like that. You can get away with a little more, talking shit, goofing around. But the fucking work is hard, man. You got to climb up ladders and get like I was working. I've been in the warehouse at a Best Buy. Just fucking pulling down a fucking 60-inch plasma TV off the top shelf with the fucking ladder is just not fucking fun.
It sounds like it's a lot of balancing, so you don't drop the TV.
Yeah, indeed. They have a lot of balancing, just a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of fucking precarious, a lot of precarious situations, and it's definitely not the same as working a register up front. It's definitely not the fucking same.
No.
The mandate get paid.
But working the register up front is always funnier because, you get to deal with those people who are like, so how much is this? You just got it off the rack that said $9.99. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That sticker on it says $9.99.
No, the worst part is suburban moms on Black Friday. They will hold up the line because they didn't get their 5-cent discount.
Yeah. I've seen that. You're supposed to take 5 cents off of this. Bitch, you need to calm the fuck down. All right, it's a nickel. Here's your fucking nickel back.
Just curious.
Oh, that's my neighbor's dog. They're loud as fuck, and my windows are shitty.
Oh, well, it sounds like a good opportunity to go hit the mute button for 5 minutes and perform an animal execution. Just a suggestion.
And he did mute, so
nice.
You are now responsible for the death of that dog there, Robert.
Hey, just because I goaded him into it. He's an adult, you know better.
Uh-huh.
No court of law in the world would convict me. Actually, I don't think that's true.
Yeah, it might not totally be true.
I'd probably be fucked.
So to go on to one of our first topics, and yes, chat, we have topics. A Canadian magazine is charging men more for its latest issue because the pay gap.
That's illegal. That's straight. It's got to be illegal.
This issue.
Okay, I murdered the dog's owner, and the dog pretty much got the idea. What about the wage gap?
See that? See, no, he can't convict me now because I recommended he kill the dog, not the owner.
The dog is just a dog. It doesn't understand, but the owner knows better.
Yeah.
That would be the other neighbor's dogs. I'll be right back.
Oh no. There's going to be a massacre where he lives.
It's going to be a fucking bloodbath. I can't wait.
Well, this is what happens when you live next to an orc.
Fucking dude, property values just plummet. Man, the guy should have done better.
Don't have a loud dog if you live near one. But yeah, apparently this magazine, it's perfectly legal for them to charge $6.99 to women and $8.81 to men.
How the fuck is that legal?
Kyrgyzstan.
This is Canada?
Yeah.
It's got to be illegal in Canada too. I know Schmeckel's not normally in on these beta shows, but I think he should come in here for this one. He's Canadian. I want to ask him about this if he's there. Schmeckel, are you there? And everybody's fucking muted, except for
yes.
I'm here.
Okay.
So the way they're getting away with this is they aren't actually charging men more. They've put out 2 issues with 2 different price tags for the same issue. With the intention that the more expensive be bought by men, and the less expensive be bought by women. Obviously, it's not something they can enforce. It's a meaningless action. It's pandering.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a pander, and not only is it what I want to know is, are there issues normally the more expensive price, or is the issue for that they want women to go to, is that the normal price and they're charging more for men?
I have no idea there. I know that they've purposely put it at the whichever percentage they've 26.
26%.
Yeah, that I see. I think might be the difference between a pander and really doing the right. If they're pandering and trying to make more money doing it, then the women's issue will be the normal price, and the men's issue will be an extra price.
Yeah, definitely.
If they want any kind of credibility at all for it, they need to make the men's price the normal price and take down the price for the women's issue.
Yeah, if they really want to make up for some perceived slight that's been done to women, the way to do it is to give women a discount rather than to charge men more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, make it a coupon. Make it a coupon that women cut out of the newspaper. Women love coupons.
Yeah, I'll look into that now. I'll see.
That's curious, because this whole thing just screams illegal to me. That just seems so stupid. I feel like, what do the stores do? Who sell the magazines? Should they like, you're buying the women's issue? Like, do they publicly shame you for choosing a cheaper issue or something like that if you decide? And is there any difference? There's no difference in the content, right? It's the same exact.
Mm-hmm. It's the same exact magazine. 2 covers with 2 barcodes.
Okay, say you don't know what the fuck's going on and you just want to fucking buy a magazine. You see the exact same magazine with 2 different prices.
Mm-hmm.
What did you fucking buy? Like, you don't know about the goddamn wage gap bullshit that's going on. You just want the magazine. So, of course, you're going to get the cheaper one. Like, how many people actually bought the more expensive version? That's what I want to know. This whole thing seems insane to me.
Well, yeah, because all a guy has to do at the register goes, I'm trans, and they go, okay, here's the women's issue.
I wouldn't even do that. I would be like, I'm not paying fucking $2 more for a goddamn magazine that I have the option to buy for $2 less. It's
Okay, so I've looked into it. What I found is that it is an increased price for the men, and the difference made from the boost for the male copies is going to what's it called? Indie Spire, some women's scholarship charity, indigenous women's charity.
Of course, Indigenous women.
So yeah, it's they've been uppriced. They're not doing the whole hey, we'll give you a break. They're going no, fuck you guys.
Fuck you guys.
know if 100% of that is going to, because I doubt they have disclosed that. They could be keeping, they're making money off of this. This is some bullshit. I don't believe it.
Well, not to mention how many men are really going to buy the men's copy or buy the magazine at all.
That's a very good point. It's like Cosmo selling a fucking men's version.
So how exactly is this equal? In all honesty, how the fuck is it you could charge men more to cover the wage gap bullshit, despite the fact that it's been debunked over and over again, and you sit there and say, oh yeah, no, this is all about equality. Men are getting charged more, and men are getting less promotions, shit like that. It's just
that's what's so fucked up is even if fucking men are getting charged, like even if women are getting screwed over, the answer to discrimination is not more discrimination. That is never fucking how you get rid of discrimination.
Apparently, it is to these people.
And to be actually fair, if they had done just the covers, but charged the same normal price to both men and women, and said we're donating 100% of the proceeds from these two covers to this charity,
yes, that
then it would have been like, oh my God, they're donating so much more, and it makes its point without causing problems. And chat, we do read you. We see you.
I don't. I've been ignoring the chat. Probably shouldn't. We probably got some good people in the chat. Let's say what's up to the chat for just a second. We got I Am Cancer is the first name that pops out to me. How you doing, buddy? Lil Moxley's in there. Annie's in there. Tim Gersh, Thrax. We got a good chat. We got some folks up in there. Smash that like button, motherfuckers. Hit them.
Oh, Bernie brings up a good point. When Playboy tried to berate men who were buying Playboys.
What? No, I don't remember this.
Wait. Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay, wait. I don't know. Maybe me and Orc Brain cannot compute. Not sure. What the fuck kind of business genius thinks it's a good idea to berate your fucking audience for buying your product? Stop buying our product, you misogynistic pieces of shit! How dare you ogle these women that we've clearly taken tasteful nudes of?
No, it's the standard MO of any industry that has been taken over by SJWs. We saw it with fucking Gamergate. We saw it like they invest and then they scream at you for liking the product that they made. You know what I mean? So fucking stupid.
It's fucking retarded, dude. This is why Marvel was really starting to do so shitty for so long. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for Disney's actual financial backing, they would have gone bankrupt so fucking quickly because no one was buying their comic books. No one was. I'm one of the people that was just like, I went into the shop and I would go to buy some of my favorites, and because I had burned by one or two issues before and stopped reading those, I was just like, all right, I'm going to test these books before I actually buy them. And for like months, I was just like, I refuse to buy Marvel. I'm going to go over to DC. And it was fucking terrible. It's just like, why are you going to talk shit on the people that buy your product and then tell them you're the reason why we're not like doing good financially?
Yeah, exactly. And we have a $50 super chat from American Phoenix.
Holy fuck
And-
this guy, dude.
Yes.
We love you, AP. You're the new AP.
Anyone who doesn't fight for all people's fights for no one. Schmeckle for the kid man. I had to do this today.
Schmeckle for the kid, man. Okay,
I-
I'm having a little trouble following that we need some punctuation in that sentence.
I think he tried donating to the charity thing today.
Oh, for the kid, man. Okay.
Oh yeah. The charity stream we had the other day.
We got to make sure that Schmeckle knows if any of this is going to the charity.
Will do.
Cool beans.
I'm here.
Thank you so much, American Phoenix.
Oh,
Hey guys, you guys want to see my comic books that I've had for like 4 years that I haven't read?
why would you have comic books for 4 years and not read it?
You have
I have
one
a toddler.
That's not an excuse.
comic book.
This is why you have digital comic books. They're so much easier.
And then I get upset because it's not a complete set. And then I hate leftovers, hangovers, cliffhangers.
What the fuck are you talking about, Opal?
I hate cliffhangers.
Okay.
I'm missing issue 7 of something and I can't complete the story.
Opal, you have comic books you haven't read in 4 years. You're missing issue number 7,
Of something.
and you don't even know the title of the comic book. What the fuck, Opal?
I'm really bad.
Fucking
Yes, you
casual.
are.
Yeah, you are. You
Um,
can be bad there, squeakers.
Saga.
Fake gamer girl.
There you go. Saga. I'm missing chapter 7 of Saga. I really liked it. I read chapters 1, 2, 3. And I'm missing 7. I refuse to read anymore until I get chapter 7 because I hate cliffhangers.
That looks like some weeb shit. Oh, it's
I have-
Image. That's why. Okay, it's Image.
I have some weebs shit. You guys want to see what I have?
That's barely a comic book.
It is, I think, a comic book. I'm a really bad person. I don't
Yeah,
know
you are.
things. Remember how competent I am at adulting?
You mean not at all? Yes, we remember.
Well, to defend you, Opal, you are relatively new to adulting. Most of us here have actually got at least 5 years on you, I think.
Yeah,
least-
I don't know how to buy comics. I just
Opal?
gotta.
Opal. It's called online. Digital comics are so much better.
No, they're not.
Oh yeah, I've been reading a lot of digital comics, but
Well,
I mean digital comics, but I keep getting distracted by the funny ones.
Uh,
There's this cute one about a little bird.
is that why you drew the bird?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that they're worse than physical comic books, but
And then, like, the comic book across the street from my house closed down.
the digital comic books are easier to collect because you can save all of them on, I don't know, a USB or something along those lines. You know, you can save them in files, and you can have like an entire compendium of comic books and collections, and it's awesome. You can just like double click. Yeah, I'm gonna read X-Men today. I'm gonna read Batman today. You know, whatever. But there is something for the collectors and the lovers
And
of
then,
comic
like,
books about
this
physical
whole
comic
Marvel
books.
thing makes me nervous about buying comics, because I'm, like, kind of talked out of it. Because I watch stuff like diversity in comics, and I'm just kind of like, well, no, I don't want to go out and buy comics.
Oh no! You should definitely buy comic books, but Diversity in Comics does have a segment called Hard Sell, where he actually promotes lesser named, lesser known comic book writers and artists. And recently, he did a video on Boneheads, and I gotta admit, it. You know, looking at that book, it was amazing. I still haven't bought it yet, but shit,
I have,
it, great art,
Does a lot
great
of
writing.
I have
Yeah,
3
he'll do a lot of
apps.
reviews where he recommends the book. Where like you know, he doesn't just roast the SJW book. If it's good, he'll let you know it's good and be like, "Go out and buy this book. This is freaking awesome."
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
I
Cable
know.
Run from Marvel. That's considered to be one of the better books during the SJW days.
I have 3 digital comic book apps where I read those independent comics apps.
That's
I like
good.
the free ones.
Give some notice to the
Are those
independents.
3 different Tumblr apps?
No, it's not Tumblr. It's what are they? Webtoon, Zenith Comics, and then the third one. Did I delete it? I've been going on Webtoons a lot. Oh, I guess I deleted it.
All right, I have to ignore Twitter.
Yes.
The Burning Witch is asking if it's the Budgie comic on Webtoons.
Yeah,
Could
it
you
is,
read-
it is the Budgie comic. It's very cute.
Don't fucking wait.
I like Sunday morning comics. Okay, so
Buy a
funny
fucking-
comics. I'm a
Buy a
sucker
Lobo
for.
comic or something. Come on.
I'm a sucker
Yeah.
for Sunday morning comics.
Opal, you should be buying the more R-rated stuff because they'd be kind of right up your alley. I mean, I'm not so sure
I
if you're.
also read like the scary stuff on Webtoons.
Oh, I'm not
just
talking
finished
scary.
A chapter.
I'm talking about like the older Marvel Knights. Those are some really good reads there. It was you get Punisher, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil on a more serious tone. You could even get Blade.
I have a Daredevil comic in my stat pack.
Oh my God, Opal, you're just hurting me. You're hurting me so much right
You
now.
want to see what I have, and you guys can, because I'm a little nervous because I don't know if these are good comics, but you guys want to see what I have. This is because I don't know what good is.
Good is what's good for you.
Archie on the top. I got some bad news for you, Opal.
Huh?
Opal.
If they say Archie on the top, I have bad news for you.
Realistically speaking, despite how much I agree with diversity in comics and Captain Cummings and all that stuff, there is one unfortunate truth that I do have to stand by. Good comic books is a subjective term because if you like it, then you like it. Huh?
Well, I like the Saga series.
And that's good. That's a comic book that you actually like. I've never actually read Saga, but I have heard a few good things, mostly about its art, and I love comic books for its art specifically.
Yeah, I like Saga for its art and its weird ass story.
I heard that it's pretty fucking up there.
Yeah. This is a chapter 10 of Saga that I haven't read yet, and then
the art actually does look pretty good.
A guy gave this one for me for free on a date.
That is sexist as hell. Holy crap.
Yeah, I got it for free on a date.
No, I don't think it's sexist. It's fine. But it reminds me a lot of the Joker cover. It got so much fucking flack when it came out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a reverse Joker cover, almost.
It's cool. And here's one. This is the one I finished. This one's really good. She's breastfeeding. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
All right, Opal, that's enough of your comic collection.
Can y'all hear me now?
No more.
We can hear you, dude.
Yes, we can hear you, Irate.
All
What's
right,
up,
cool.
Irate?
All right.
Oh, I have Spider-Man.
Which Spider-Man?
Yeah, there's
The Spider-Verse shit.
very good.
Okay, Spider-Verse was decent. Everything afterwards, it was like 50-50 because the first half of The Amazing Spider-Man was pretty damn good. And then when the SJWs took over, I was just like, so Cuck Peter Parker is now dating bitch Bobby Morse. Gotcha.
Yeah, and then I got this free one at a convention.
Spider-Man.
It's okay.
Gold digger.
Yeah, it's not the best. I don't really like it.
Is that Link? Is that a homo Link? Is that
No, it's actually a humanoid My Little Pony.
You seen Snot Girl?
God damn it.
Opal,
It's
Opal,
like
let's turn
smut.
off the. No more.
You're fucking try hard, Opal. Jeez.
I got it for free at a convention, and now I'm figuring out why it was free.
No
Well, are you
more.
trying to impress me or something? I don't get what's happening here.
No, I'm debating if I should throw it away.
Do what you want with it. Wipe your ass with it. I don't
I
care.
don't know what to do.
Get the ponies away from my eyes.
Oh, and then I have this comic I found called Animal Man.
How long ago? How old?
I don't
Opal,
know.
does your kid have pneumonia?
Yeah,
No.
Opal, go take care of your kid.
Your kid
Dave
is sick.
Dad is saying in the chat that you should stop talking about comics because your kid has
But
your
he
kid
doesn't
has
have
pneumonia.
pneumonia. He has the flu, and I don't know what to do.
Your
He
kid
just has to
is
sleep.
sick, and you come on a stream. Hashtag call CPS.
Did you take him to the doctor?
Yeah, I already took him to the doctor twice.
Well, did you
He
leave
said-
him there?
No, he
Well,
said
then you have
flu
a baby
and
to
let him
take care of
sleep.
him.
Go to sleep.
Opal, go take care of your kid.
What am I supposed to do? He just needs to sleep.
Medicine.
I gave him medicine.
A
Give
new
him
mom,
some Jack Daniels.
edible food, formula, diapers.
I've done
Attention from his
everything.
mom.
I don't really want to wake him up just to give him attention.
He'll remember that when he gets old, Opal, and he's gonna be all fucked up. This night, traumatizing him. He's sleeping in his crib, dreaming of being neglected by his mother.
Your demon child is hacking up a lung in the background, and you're just sitting here chatting with us. That's Mother of the Year, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Mother
do
of the
I
Year.
wake him up?
No! I mean, don't wake him up.
Go.
But-
He's in his
Vicks
little bed. He's
Vicks
all
vapor
snuggled.
rub.
I
Rub
already
that
did
shit on his chest.
I already put Vicks on his chest and his feet.
Why his feet?
I don't know. It's just something my grandma
With
taught me.
socks.
Yeah, with the socks.
It's supposed to help get the stuff in your system better.
Yeah, my grandma taught it.
That's weird.
That is
It's
weird.
weird, but it works.
Are you
Yeah,
sure
he's
it's
in
not
his-
just a placebo effect?
I mean, it feels good.
Do you do it to yourself?
Sometimes when I'm sick and nobody takes care of me.
Oh, you just come on the cunt stream next time you're sick, Opal. And we'll take
Oh my god. She did come on the cunt stream while she was sick. Twice.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. We talk shit. Never mind.
She sounded
Yeah.
normal.
I did not.
She sounds like an
sound-
adult.
Right. That's right. You had your big girl voice when you were sick.
You could actually get a job with that voice.
And speaking of jobs, as I'll use that into the segue for our topic number 2, apparently there is a gender pay gap in the modeling industry that sees women earning 75% more than men.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, we knew this. Except no guys bitch about it because guys they understand how fucking getting paid works.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Like
this
that-
is interesting because it's the modeling industry, right? This is, mainstream, walk the catwalk, all that stuff.
Can you
Mhm.
name who is the only male model you can know? I bet all of you can name just one because I can only think of one.
Is
Brock
David
something
Beckham
or
count?
other. Kinda.
No, I was thinking of Fabio.
Oh, that's right. Fabio was a male model.
That's like the
Yeah.
only male model I can think of the name of. And he probably makes a fucking shit ton of
But that's
money.
not true. Ashton
Nope.
Kutcher used to be a male model.
Oh, that's right.
That's actually how he got discovered to be on that 70s show. He was a male model. They thought he looked fucking gorgeous. And they were like, hey, do you want to play a retard on our show?
I'd be like, yes, thank you.
Yeah, he was a Hilfiger model, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
But he wasn't like a big name model. He wasn't famous because he was a model.
He
Exactly.
didn't get famous till after.
No, he was a runway guy. He just had done runway, and I think he was in like Wisconsin or somewhere up in North Midwest.
Well, he was from the Midwest, actually.
Yeah.
Which is probably even more reason why they picked him. But
Uh-huh.
this one's a little different because the BBC might actually be in trouble for the gender disparity.
You know what I find funny about this, though, is that it is a widely known fact that in the porn industry, women are paid much higher prices much higher wages than any other male porn star, including those in the gay porn videos. Like, because the women have the whole bukkake stuff, anal, gangbang, three-ways, girl on girl, devil's three-way, all kinds of crazy shit.
Girls have
But-
more options.
Yeah, technically, but when it comes to the porn industry, the ones that are getting paid the most are the ones that people want to see, like women like Mia Miley, Jenna Jameson, Tracy Morgan, and so many other characters. Tara Patrick, she was really, really popular. I hate her personally, but that woman.
She's like a registered nurse and a registered EMT and shit. How come you hate her personally?
When she was in the industry, she had this "I'm better than you" attitude, and it was really fucking shitty. And
don't a lot of them have like Dane and fucking Stoya and shit, all those fucking.
No, there were actually a lot of really popular women out there who were popular porn stars, and they weren't shitty human beings. They didn't have this "I'm better than you" attitude because I've got big tits and a fat ass, and everybody wants to fuck me and stuff. Like Stormy Daniels, for example, sweetheart.
Yeah, Mercedes Carrera, fucking awesome.
Oh my God, I love Mercedes. The woman actually has a degree in a literal science field, and instead of going into that, she's like, "Nah, I'm gonna make a lot of money sucking dick."
Mercedes?
Yeah, Mercedes Carrera.
Oh, the engineer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like her.
So do I. Fucking genius level IQ, has a degree, fucks people for a living.
It's funner than engineering.
This is why you're not in the industry. Jesus Christ.
Or
what we talked about before porn?
English teacher.
Modeling industry.
Yeah, think about it. It's kind of the same shit. Do people really care about the male models? No. We want to see the female models walking down the catwalk without a top on because they're showing off their fucking pants.
Cape fucking Upton.
I rest my case. Kate Upton. I want to see those jugs jiggle as she walks down in a micro bikini.
Yeah. The greatest gift from the fappening, in my opinion. Just a humble.
Wait, do any of you guys actually watch modeling?
I'm sure there's a lot of them that watch the Victoria's Secret runway.
I do.
Yeah. Do you remember when CNN used to do every Saturday morning that Elsa Clinch thing, where it would be like half the fun of it would be like they were wearing see-through stuff and they'd see tits on CNN every Saturday morning?
I didn't watch the Clinton News Network.
This is back in the 90s when it was the only thing that there was, you know. Yeah, I'm old. I'm the resident pentagenarian, so.
All right, well, you've clearly beat me, Schmeckel, Rob, and Ren on the age range.
That probably added together.
I wouldn't go that far because that would make you a dinosaur.
I'm definitely.
Damn, I'm a baby.
Unknown Archive says Mercedes Carrera is a bitch. I met her once and she got pissed at me because I slapped her in the face with my dong. Worst birthday ever.
I don't know. He did get to hit his thing on her face, so
yeah, that's
gotta be. She does have a very pretty mouth. I like how she does her lipstick and does things with her mouth. She's a very good professional.
Got a pretty mouth.
Opal.
This went lesbian style of that movie. Oh my God, I can't remember the movie. You got a pretty mouth. Squeal like a piggy.
Deliverance.
Jeez, yeah. Opal just turned this into the lesbian version of Deliverance, which I guarantee you would win like 5 Oscars if they did that.
That's a great movie, man.
You think people would go see a movie with a voice like Opal's for an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys hang out with me for like an hour and a half.
Opal, say squeal like a pig for me.
Squeal like a pig.
Dude, there's a porn star. I don't remember her fucking name, but she has a voice similar to Opal's. It never hit puberty, and she's like 24 years old, but still looks like she's, 18 and shit.
I've heard her before.
Bart Simpson?
No.
She looks like she sounds like she's 11. She totally
like
Lisa Simpson.
I've heard her before.
God, Opal.
Opal, why? Why do you do this to us?
I'm very dominating.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
She's a dom.
Oh, totally.
Opal, you would get dominated by Ren, Orn, or Anon if you were giving them that chance. They actually took you up on it because I know you send them nudes.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm so assertive. I swear.
I don't dominate women.
You can't dominate shit. You can't even dominate a grilled cheese sandwich. Calm down.
Oh, that shots fired. What you got to say to that? Opal?
Oh, fuck.
Speak up. Oh, she muted herself. She's maybe
What?
you missed fucking shit, Opal.
What'd you say?
You're not allowed to leave when we're talking shit to you.
No, she just cut the cheese, man. She had to fart.
She had to go. She had to go dominate that imaginary boyfriend.
Yeah.
He won't let me dom.
No. You know,
Surprisingly, only Asian guys let me dominate them.
Bruni Strongbeer says Strongbear, I'm sorry, says Lilith Lust is a great actress. I'm gonna look this chick up. Google.
Lilith Lust. Yeah, she sounds like
That sounds like someone who's won the porn Emmys or whatever.
hey, Bruni, man, you might want to check out the Lords of the Night.
Oh shit!
Randy Monkey was throwing some shade at your ass, dude. Just saying.
Oh,
You know, her Pornhub page does say she's a 27-year-old actress.
I have a weakness for girls with red hair, and this chick is definitely got the thickness in all the right places. Oh,
too.
good
Oh,
God.
someone's in love.
Kinda.
I'm in love.
A boner love.
Bragas, I don't think we've met before. You sound a lot like Malcolm of the North, but
That's actually weird. I've never heard that before.
So racist.
no, racist.
Hey, I take that as a compliment. Malcolm is a handsome man.
He's got a beautiful voice, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. I rate. We've never actually met, but I have seen you on streams before, dude. I've watched you before.
I think I saw you last week, so it's a pleasure to have your acquaintance, sir.
Oh yeah, same here.
Yeah.
You guys want 5 minutes to blow each other?
A little bit.
No, I think we're done.
Okay.
I'm fast.
Do you guys want a topic that's going to make you incredibly and curly pissed off?
Okay.
Ren, what are you trying to do, man?
Okay, Red. So far, we've had the two topics of a company is trying to charge men more for their product because wage gap, and another one is pretty much the same thing because wage gap, women are going to earn 75% more than men, which is bullshit.
Well,
let's roll into the third topic. Let's see how much this goddamn rabbit hole pisses us off.
Well, I'm just saying about the modeling thing, like that is an entertainment-based industry where you get paid more based on the money you draw in. And people draw in more money. I don't have a problem with a wage disparity in the fucking modeling industry.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the sports industry, men and women's soccer.
Wage
Same shit.
in fucking other industry. It's like, holy fuck. It's like, they earn what they fucking earn because that's how much money they're worth.
Yeah, but the difference between male and female athletes, as I brought up, was the male athletes bring in what they get what they bring in. They don't have a base salary. The women's league, they all get a base salary on top of what they bring in.
Yep.
They are the ones that's guaranteed income.
Exactly. They get a paycheck regardless of whether they win or not.
And women's basketball is like, they've got a crowd, but it's nothing like, men's basketball. I mean, that's just the way it is,
True.
So, Ren, what's that thing that's going to piss us off?
All right. This is an article from Marie Claire, and it's from this month.
I'm already mad.
It's from 6 days ago. And it's titled, I cheated on my boyfriend with my rapist.
What?
I retweeted that
Wow.
shit. It's the most horrifying fucking article you've ever read.
I saw that from Ian Miles Chung and Magog, and I had to meme it, and I'm just like, what?
That's a real article?
Yes.
I will put it in a side chat for you to look at.
I am on my cell phone. I don't have side chat. Oh god.
It's real.
It
starts off describing a rape good enough.
Don't you ever not
It's
want to see a
fucked up.
rapist ever again? You know, most women.
She said when she said she started flirting with him and fucking fucked him on a bunk bed. It's so fucked
I love
up.
how this starts off. Everything was black until it wasn't.
Yeah, it
no
starts
shit.
off with the fucking. It's like it starts off describing her rape. Like
most people avoid their rapist.
Or how she didn't call it a rape till 8 years later.
Yeah. And decided to write an article about it instead of. And this, I wonder if, and I think that she. I mean, what's up with her boyfriend? She has a boyfriend. That's the most fucked up thing about this.
Fiance now.
Boyfriend. There's a sentence in that article said that, like, working through this issue and fucking my rapist is more important than fidelity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's an actual sentiment in the article. It's so fucking insane. Holy fuck.
I don't think I like news. I don't think I like websites. I don't like this person.
So this says that this chick, the last thing she remembers was arriving at a beach-themed frat party with her roommate and had primed herself with several shots. Doesn't give a specific number, but several shots as a pregame, which caused her to forego a regular shirt for a bikini top. Already, this is starting off really bad in her favor. Not in her favor, against her. It's just like
the title alone makes it.
Well, if you think about it, man, it's like hell. 90% of the sex acts that occur in college, 5 or 10 years ago, would constitute rape today. Definition wise.
Yeah, ridiculous. But looking at a girl wrong is considered rape nowadays. Come on.
That's my point. That's my whole fucking point.
I am so worried when my kid is a kid growing
I fapped to Ren's titties. Rape! Okay.
Oh my god, my baby's gonna go to college.
I would never call. That's why I put those pictures out there.
And you're smiling and you enjoy it and you consent. Gets you off. You like it.
Opal, don't make it creepy.
Question: when does Opal not make it creepy?
This is a good point.
In my defense, I don't think I was ever creepy to Ren before.
No,
Opal.
you're. That's your base level.
And someone in chat's asking if they can fap to Robert's tits.
Yes, anytime you'd like. Give me a DM. I'll slide up in yours.
I can't read any more of this bullshit because it's just pissing
I know.
the fuck off.
Hard to get through in that fucking article.
This is fucked up.
Because the whole beginning of the story is her talking about the rape, and the more I read it, the more I'm like, bitch, what did you expect to happen?
Yeah, she sets it up so horribly, and then goes off in this tangent how she feels the need to get closure with by seducing her rapist. It is so fucking twisted.
That's not how you get closure.
No, I know.
Don't forget to mention the 3 people who were friendly with the guy she was dating at the time, who were with her when she did it.
Okay.
What? That just hurts my head.
It really, dude.
When the sexual deviant in the chat is actually getting. Well, I'm not in the chat, but in this
stream.
In this stream, when the sexual deviant is getting oh god, you dumb bitch, that should tell you something.
No, I remember Ren, you picked the only thing that really does that shit makes me angry.
Bruni, Bruni Strongbeard wants to know how much for Opal to squeal like a pig. Opal, give us a price.
$100.
Bullshit! Come on.
We already got 50, so we're halfway there.
Doesn't count though, because it went to the kid.
True. Okay.
$100. Red will flash us her titties for $5. You're gonna squeal for $100. Are you fucking kidding? Squeal like a pig, Opal.
Well, he didn't pay.
They will. If you build it, they will come.
Not all the time.
I didn't realize my squeaks were desirable.
To some people, yes. Like I think Zell wants to just fuck your voice, not so much you.
Zell wants you to rape him.
Twisted
Yeah,
shit.
and he's never gonna get that.
That's some twisted shit. What's up, riders in the chat? Saying hi to everybody. Goes in the chat. How you doing, everybody? All right. So
What's up, Ryder?
yeah, I don't know how much longer we can talk about this article because
Without someone going "fuck you" at the end of it repeatedly.
Oh, I said fuck you at the beginning, but that was in my head, so fuck you.
Yeah, are there comments now? There weren't any comments when I saw it. Are there comments to that article?
Let me scroll down.
If there are,
Jeff Bourne is the best.
They don't
Oh,
have
God.
a comment section.
well,
They have
I
no
wonder
comment section.
why.
deaf porn is the best porn. Nice, Jupiter.
I think it's in reference to the command position story.
Oh man, this some fucked up shit happened today. Got brought to light today, didn't it? Didn't somebody call Lacey Green a neo-Nazi?
Why? Because she's dating Chris Raygun?
Verified? No, because of somebody wrote an article about Lacey Green, how she started talking to people from our side and people that, like, flipped out on her and fucking, basically threw her under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody quote tweeted that article and somebody verified the check fucking quote tweeted it and called her a Nazi. It caused a big hubbub on Twitter today.
But here's the thing. Someone did an article about shit that happened how many months ago?
Like a year ago almost.
Yeah, a year ago.
That's like old news, and they just now wrote an article.
Well, I think Lacey is still continuing to get fucking all kinds of crazy shit thrown at her because of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything she comes out with,
Popo.
SJW backlash now, and then she's a pariah.
It's fucked up too because like I actually had been following the Lacey story since she actually went quiet last year after the elections results and everything.
Well, she's done some stuff, but none of it has been fucking insane like it used to be.
Yeah,
There's always been videos on her.
That's because she pretty much gave up on trying to do all the super cringe stuff that MTV wanted her to do and stuff. And the funniest part about that is that even while she was doing that, when she was like, the other half of the Francesca and Lacey team for MTV, Lacey was still getting fucking like verbally attacked almost everywhere she went. And it was one of those things where it's like because she wasn't talking about it, and I guess because she wasn't allowed to talk about it, she was getting yelled at by feminists at like conventions and talks and stuff like this while she was doing Braless, while she was still working with MTV and shit. And then after she stops working for MTV, all of a sudden it's like you could tell the real Lacey comes out. When somebody got hit with the DMCA strike from something that she had done and everything like that, she immediately went into action and was just like, that wasn't me, that was actually MTV. Hold on, let me fix this. And then she fixed the problem. She stopped talking about things that didn't make any fucking sense. Now it's more so she's actually asking questions. Like, if this is where everybody stands on the left, then why is it a problem? And then she starts to examine it and everything like that. And it's just like, okay, now I understand the relationship between you and Chris and how it even came to exist.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess it makes sense if you look at the timeline, when she really started doing less and less of the crazy stuff, probably was around the time they started dating. And she started seeing like, oh, maybe this is all crazy bullshit. I should stop saying.
Yeah, the video she did on toxic masculinity with Bunty King and Chris was actually very interesting. I still highly disagree with the whole toxic masculinity idea, but at the same time, I can't exactly say they're wrong. Just because, yeah, there is actually a problem with some men and their bullshit masculinity, like those fucking asshole alphas that go around. I just want to fuck bitches and party, man. Like, fuck you, get out of here. You're a piece of shit. You offer nothing to society.
Nobody likes dude bros.
I hate those motherfuckers.
Overcompensating.
Exactly. I got a tiny dick, but like I make up for it with my huge muscles and my shitty personality.
That's good stuff.
Goodness.
That says it all in a nutshell right there.
I mean, come on. How many more people on YouTube are going to get labeled like Nazis by like different organizations just because the industry that they're fighting against pretty much is dying, whereas ours is getting better.
It's becoming meaningless, right? And it's an empty epithet, you know. It's like, yeah, I'm a Nazi, you know, because you know I have some kind of right-leaning, you know, idea about something, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
Like Andy actually said it best last year when he pretty much pointed out, like he gets called a Nazi on so often on a regular basis, like daily. He gets called a Nazi like 500 times, and it's just like you've pretty much destroyed the meaning of that word. You've destroyed any possibility of that word actually having any effect on anyone ever again, unless of course we turn it around on you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like it's lost all meaning. Rape is lost all meaning. Racism is lost all meaning. Nazi is lost all meaning. Every negative word that was 10, 20 years ago, like a horrible thing to be called, is losing all meaning. The only one that's still holding strong, but might actually lose its meaning too, is pedo or pedophile.
That's slowly starting to lose meaning because they throw it around so often.
That's the new target to legitimize.
Yeah, I mean it's funny to make fun, but does anybody actually think Destiny is a pedophile?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he's a fucking piece of shit, man. Like the dude shows a fucking a risque picture of a girl in a bikini, and he's fucking drooling all over her, knowing fully well she's 15 years old, and it's like that shows me this motherfucker has probably got some nasty taste that no one really should be, you know, having ever.
That's the reason I cannot stand shaved pussy, man. It creeps me out every time I see a full grown. No, I'm not kidding, man. It just looks like a child to me. It turns me off big time.
Okay. Here's my only defense, and it's kind of a weak one, and I'm not defending pedos by any means. But have you guys seen either Crybaby or Zach and Mary make a porno?
Yeah, I've seen both.
I think so.
There is a actress in that. I can't.
Tracy Lord.
Tracy Lord.
She's in both. Yeah.
Started in porn, and she was 15 years old.
Yep.
No, she was 16.
16. Okay, yeah. 16 years old. A fucking year off.
I know.
Does not look like a fucking 16-year-old.
No. There's 500 different scenes, 2 years in the industry. The only video that you can watch with her fucking anybody anymore is Tracy I Love You, because she had turned 18 a few days prior to filming that fucking movie, and it's the only one that's legal. Everything else is considered illegal.
It's illegal, man. It's child porn by definition.
Mm-hmm. So irate. Yeah. Are you saying you prefer trimmed or full bush then?
Give me hair, give me lots of beautiful hair, or whatever the song says, man.
Like that 80s, like those 80s Playboys.
Yeah, man, love it.
Well, 80s actually had trimmed bush. I think he's specifically going with the 70s when they didn't.
I mean, you know, if anything from a full afro to like a landing strip, man, just as long as there's some kind of, you know, pubic reminder that this is a fully grown woman.
So you'd be okay if a woman did like the button style where everything else is shaved, but there's that little button of hair left.
Hey,
I prefer a little bit more than
Mm.
I rate Malevolent Rider saying that your cream stream has been up for almost an hour and there's no host.
that. Oh, shit.
Oops.
Did it crank up? Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh. There's a hostless stream somewhere.
Oops.
Just
All right,
leak this stream. Just go
Give me
ahead.
a second.
But to the topic of the pubes and everything, I'm actually curious. Rob, what is your preference?
I'd probably say my biggest preference is trimmed, but I don't mind shave. I don't mind shave. I don't think it's as creepy as everybody's trying to make it out to be. It's just a fucking grooming preference. There's guys that go around with bald hair, with bald heads.
Yeah.
No, nobody says they look like babies. It's like
No,
if
I'm
you're
with
a
you, man.
grown woman and you shave bear, then you're a grown woman with a shaved beaver. You know what I mean? You're not a fucking child.
Yeah, I watch plenty of pornos with fucking chicks with shaved crotches and shit. There's a lot with dudes with no pubes on his crotch at all, and it's just like we give shit to the women, but we don't give shit to the men. The fuck?
With a lot of hair, I tend to find that it's blocking my view. I want to see some shit. There's too much hair in the way.
That's yeah. I actually have to agree with that
Wait,
too.
what would you see though?
The pussy lips.
The button where they're supposed to aim for.
the mythical clitoris.
It's not mythical if you know what you're doing.
Exactly.
That was a joke.
I am the clit commander.
Like
Oh my god!
how people don't understand where the clitoris is. It's
I
like
don't know how
right there in
people,
your face.
don't. Like, how do people not know what that is? Why do some people think it's a myth?
Because they've never found it.
How do you not find it's
Because it's too
there?
stupid to go
If
looking.
your tongue is in the hole, then your nose is on the clit. That's all you gotta fucking know.
It's like
Like it's too easy.
it's like those old-fashioned mice thingies. That little button.
It's either an obvious button that sticks out past the hood, or it's under the hood, guys. You just gotta open it.
Just open the hood.
Like
Just
those
see what the problem
old-fashioned
is,
computer
fellas.
mice.
Little elbow grease will do you wonders.
Just take
Now-
a thumb and boop.
Click, 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 click,
Now,
click, click,
I'm
click,
sure
click,
that,
click, click, click,
the
click,
mythical G-spot, fine. I'll give some guys credit for it. That might be hard to find sometimes.
click, 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 click.
Shut the fuck up, Popo. Quit tapping.
Quit playing DJ Diddles on the fucking stream again.
And Strong Bear, it's not that the G-spot's a lie, it's that the G-spot is rare. This is why so many men can't find it.
I don't
But
know. I found it
some
on all
men
of my exes.
Oh yeah, the A spot is where you gotta go for.
Just grow gills.
Just put it in a butt. In a motherfucking butt.
Just grow gills and just keep your head down there for a couple hours.
Opal,
Oh,
do
well,
you
no.
eat the booty like groceries?
No, I don't want pink eye.
Fair enough.
That's actually a legitimate answer to that.
No, like I'm weird, but I don't do butt stuff.
Wow, we found the one kink Opal doesn't fucking have. You'll shove a rod into a dude's dick, but you won't let him put it up your ass. Got it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's into sounding, dude. It's pretty fucked up.
That's fucked up, Opal. And I would say like anal is the least weird of weird fetishes.
And Prime
It's
Prime Rec, you are right. Rare loot box rare.
I like pierced and metaled up dicks.
Oh god.
Opal.
I think she's into a lot of other crazy shit because she can't titty fuck anyone.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, burn!
Burn.
Damn. She had nothing to say to that shit.
I can rub it.
Yeah, you could rub it with one nipple, then the other, and that's it.
Damn, that was some fucking fire on that one.
That was really fast, actually. I gotta get it to you.
Alright.
Oh man. So Blue Collar Canucks asking if you like the Prince Albert. Opal loves a Prince Albert and a zipper.
Prince Albert ladder zippers. The one
Oh,
that goes
God.
through it.
The ladder. Who in their fucking right mind thought, yeah, go ahead and shoot a needle through my dick once? How about actually do it a few more times? That's a great idea.
I dated a guy who had, what was it, 18 a ladder in a row from the bottom shaft. Like,
He better have been hung like a motherfucker, otherwise that's a clusterfuck of no.
Oh yeah, that's
Well,
also
that's a clusterfuck of all kinds of no. Anyways, but still.
Can you imagine trying to go through fucking airport security?
I would pay to be the person doing it. Like,
it was
like a porn.
like
Sir,
the underside.
it looks like there's a spine in your dick. Can you explain this?
The poor guy's story at lunch when he has to talk about what he saw.
Imagine they like clear the airport all quick, like they fucking sound the alarm and fucking they get you on the ground and clear the airport, fucking evacuate everybody. That'd be fucking killer. It's like, I just got a fucking ladder installed a couple days ago, guys.
It's all right, everyone. I'm not a terrorist.
Yeah, I just like it.
No,
Fuck no in the chat, Opal.
No.
Why can't you just stick to a tongue piercing and fucking just like normal people, Opal? Why do you gotta be so fucking weird?
I just like it when they look like they're in pain.
You fucking sadomasochistic.
Opal.
That's not being a dom, Opal. That's called being a sociopath.
And Demon Baby confirmed. Just saying. I like it when men are in pain.
Oh, yeah. I feel sorry for your son, Opal.
What? No,
He's gonna come home.
No, that's what that.
With his eye ripped out because of some horrible fucking accident. You're gonna sit there and laugh. You're like, okay, I guess we'll go to the hospital.
That's horrible, dude.
You want to drive to McDonald's on the way to the hospital? Is that what you want? You want a chicken nugget?
Oh, I don't think she'd be that mean. Though she does seem like the type who would get a guy dumb enough to pull the rope for a piñata and then put the kids within reach of hitting him in the dick. Laugh confirmed.
No, that actually happens.
Oh,
Opal, were you the one pointing over the poor man laughing?
No, I wasn't over him.
Oh, you were the one who hit the poor man.
terrible.
I mean, I may have hit a man when I was a child during the piñata party.
Did you whack him in the pee-pee?
Yes. Oh, the groin area.
Did the guy collapse?
He was on his knees.
Yeah, well, you got him right in the dick.
Okay, I gotta change the topic here. We can't keep talking about Opal's fucked up sexual preferences anymore. There's got to be something. Did you guys see the Tariq Nasheed fucking live stream today on Nate Alaska's channel?
No, I did not.
No, I did not.
Fuck, that shit was the funniest. He was debating. God, I'm trying to remember who. Said someone in the chat help me out. Who was he debating? It was fucking hilarious. This guy spent the first half hour trying not to laugh at Tariq and then just couldn't hold it anymore and just spent the rest of the time just laughing his ass off at Tariq Nasheed. And Tariq Nasheed, I mean, he's his Twitter thread, his Twitter feed come to life, man.
The chat's saying Jared Taylor.
Jared Taylor, that's it. Thank you, Annie. Oh, it was so fucking funny.
I don't think Tariq can actually like debate anyone without sounding like he's missing at least 3/4 of his brain.
I'm Cancer says Taylor is an American treasure. That he did do a very good job of easily making Tariq look like a fucking moron.
That doesn't take much. You just show up and sit there quietly.
Yeah, it doesn't take much, but he was having fun with it. I bet it was not productive in any. He didn't learn a goddamn thing from Tariq, but he probably had a very enjoyable time talking with him.
He probably smoked a bowl.
It looked like he was having fun.
I don't know. It doesn't look like it's very fun to even be around him.
Yeah, but it was baked Alaska in the sky. I mean, it was just basically let's figure out a way to get Tariq Nasheed on my channel. So they had like 3,000 people watching. Let's find a way to get Tariq Nasheed on my channel and just let him say whatever the fuck he's going to say.
I would fucking love it if Andy Worski could get Tariq Nasheed on his fucking show with Auntie King and who else?
Some black guy.
That guy T.
Yeah.
And some black guy. Yeah, that would be great.
Smash!
Opal, hey, how's it going, guys? Opal, where's my explosion?
Oh, yeah, I'm working on it. I just got distracted.
That's okay. That's all right.
She was busy talking about ladders.
Hey, Smiles, nice to see you again, bro.
Hey there, how's it going there, Irate?
Hanging in there.
Comic book bitch.
What'd you do with your stream, Irate?
I couldn't find anything, man. So
it's a phantom stream on your channel.
It's really weird. Yeah, I was playing with OBS earlier, so I was like, well, fuck it, could have, whatever. So I rebooted everything. It's like whatever.
Look, I'm trying to make
I can't find anything.
Did you check OBS to see if OBS is streaming?
I'm sorry.
OBS, the top button that says start streaming.
Yeah.
Did you hit stop streaming?
No, I didn't see. I didn't. I killed it. I went into Task Manager and killed everything.
Okay, so should have killed it.
Yeah. So
that works too.
I don't see you streaming anywhere.
Can't kill a ghost.
Yeah, I started the sketch for the explosion, and then I got distracted with the
I can't believe I wasn't subbed to you, Irate. I am your 400th sub.
Woo! Party time, killer.
Get on your knees.
Yeah, there's these two people that keep subbing me and then unsub. I don't know who they are, man, but they're cracking me up. But thanks for being the solid 400th. Thank you.
I'm getting a
You can't prove that, Lo-Fi.
I'm gonna mail you a lollipop. DM me your
mail me some pizza roll.
Your box, your PO box and shit, and I'll send you.
I want a lollipop.
Brackus, how do you eat your ice cream?
Lollipop
with a spoon.
How do you eat an ice cream cone?
With my tongue.
You lick it.
I want a lollipop.
With my mouth.
I actually didn't realize I wasn't subbed to you either, Irate Prostate, but I just subbed.
Well, golly.
Now you
welcome aboard, everybody. I'm
403 subs.
Oh.
Yeah, I try to sub to everybody I watch, but sometimes I forget.
I do that. I back at some. I call it the reach around.
Hey, so I'm looking at your channel, and that reminds me. Does anybody know if Andy has killed Chris Worski and buried him in his backyard?
I think Chris Worski is being held to ransom, tied up in a closet, and only pulled out when editing is needed.
Well, the last time he was seen was on, I think, AP's DB broadcast, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah. I think help from Andy just a little bit from the public face, maybe. You think that's what happened?
You're roboting, Opal.
No.
Gone.
And gone.
Oh fuck, she's
Back.
She's back.
Yeah.
Lessons.
Did you finally grow gills?
I'm actually quite happy. I had before I said anything. I don't know if you guys caught the stream the other day, but Schmeckel adds something to Nightbot's repertoire of things it says, and I was just scrolling the chat, going, "Oh, good, it hasn't said it." If you guys didn't catch the stream the other day, apparently Schmeckel added a thing where if someone donated a super chat, I had to moan afterwards or during it. And I'm like, what do you mean by moan? And he just made me do it, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, he made you do it because it was just he really twisted your arm.
He really twisted my arm. Yeah, I know. So yeah, I was just reading the Nightbots. Like, I'm okay. It's not
You're
that.
okay
No,
for the night.
no, Chief. I am. You have to donate a super chat. Maybe I'll moan. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Someone else has to read the super chat.
all right. We do have a super chat. I'll read the chat. We don't. You fucking liar.
No, we don't have a super chat. But if they did a super chat, maybe I'll moan again. I don't know. Although the difference is that last time my mom was in the next room sleeping, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
No, it's cool. I'll just go to that stream later and back to it.
It's okay there. It's okay there, Samaj. Your mom's probably used to you having masturbating late at night.
Alone.
Fucking Mark's in the chat saying the Nightbot said, donate and Samaj will moan like the whore he is.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Say that?
That's mean.
No, I as far as I can see, it doesn't say that.
It should.
Oh, also, Peggy Avels or whatever. No, I do not have a voice for porn. Do you not hear me? I sound like a fucking teenager. Do you have any idea how awkward?
Is, you ass.
Whatever. I'm dyslexic. I have an excuse not to read correctly.
Dyslexic.
He's also Canadian.
Exactly.
They have a low literary rate.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let's be honest here. I'm Canadian and I'm dyslexic, so I'm doubly bad.
All right, so we've got two stereotypes in the fucking room.
Favor a little bit.
Who's making that noise?
What's the pretty noise?
What's the noise?
Call. I was getting a call on Discord.
You can call people on Discord?
Yeah, you can through DMs.
I think it's
I'm gonna bother so many people now.
Psycho 216. I gotta tell you, he's telling me to moan or whatever. I'm like, dude, I remember you from the last stream. You specifically begged that I stop moaning. All right.
This is your key chat. You should all type. You should send a super chat and tell the Samaj he has to moan.
Oh, and then you can also pay to have me off stream.
Yeah, and pay to kick Opal.
Oh, well, it's a quarter after the second hour.
For 10 cents, you can kick Opal.
Well, prior to this, I remember like the chat would spend like money to try and get Opal read dirty things. I'm like, oh, let's stop doing that.
No,
Yeah, I guess it got boring.
it's at least it has to be at least $3.50 in order to kick Opal.
$3.50.
$3.50.
I need about $3.50.
$3.50.
$2.50.
Well, it was about that time I realized this Girl Scout was 7 stories tall and from the Cretaceous period. And I said, damn you, lock that monster. Leave my family alone. Hashtag lewd Opal. Nobody wants lewd Opal. She's been lewd enough with her fucking kinks and shit.
Hashtag.
They're not that weird.
They're fucking weird.
They're weird.
Whoever in their right mind thought, you know what feels great? Shoving a rod in my dick.
Or a
Good
knife
idea.
about SWAT.
There are men out there who think it's a turn on to have a woman stomp on their dick.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking weird, but it's still not shoving a rod in your dick. I'm pretty sure a French guy made that shit up.
God damn it, Nightbot. Is that Schmeckle? Are you doing that live?
Yes. Nightbot said it. Now it has to happen.
No.
Yes.
We're done.
Yes.
I was
You're
just
welcome, Chief.
lamenting. I was just lamenting about the other stream. And the problem this time is that this time my mom's awake in the other room.
Oh dear,
She'll just think
no.
you're very horny.
Your poor innocent mother.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
My mother is many things, but innocent is not one of them.
She's gonna tell you to go out in the snow and cool off.
Opal, are you trying to tell us something that has been done to you?
I don't know what snow is, but if I was a Canadian mom, I'd tell my son to go in the snow and cool off.
No, what's going to happen is he'll do it enough on Cunt Stream because of all the super chats, and his mom he'll suddenly come home for dinner, and his mom has a very nice girl sitting right at the table to have dinner with them.
God damn it! You fucking cunt! All right, so you know the deal. Someone's got to read that.
Moan,
What?
cunt.
Ah.
I love that it's Cocky Dickens that actually did that too.
Cocky Dickens.
Yes.
It just makes it better. Cocky Dickens made Samaj moan.
There were I think we got like 3 super chats in a row the other day, and I was like, they have to read it. I think someone was reading it fast. I was like, oh.
Now that does sound like a porn producer, doesn't it?
No, we want a good $2 moan there. That wasn't $2. That was $2 moan there.
I would imagine if we got like a $50 one, I'd have to do the full orgasm sound.
You'd have to finish. No, not sound. You would actually have to finish.
Another great movie by Cocky Dickens.
I'm wondering if the chat would actually pay for the other for everybody in here to like
Missed the
do a
fucking
moan.
$50 super chat earlier, Samaj. We did get a $50 super chat.
Cocky Dickens.
Thrax says that he is uncomfortable.
Starring Cocky Dickens as the beaver.
Do you need an adult Thraxie?
Ogren
I'm
is
an adult.
Schmeckle. The Mondays and Thursdays are Cunt Team Beta nights. Schmeckle's usually not around.
Well, he's probably here, but he's muted and he's doing something else in the background.
He's probably kissing his
You're
wife.
stuck with us.
He's actually living a life.
It's Schmeckle. He's getting high and watching fucking Netflix while drinking.
That's right.
He's probably
Oh.
holding and kissing his wife, making sure she feels appreciated.
Opal, is sex on your mind more than it's on mine because I'm a
Making her
dude and
nice
it's on my mind a
candlelit
lot.
dinner.
Have you met people?
Thanks to the modern trend of anime, sex is on my mind all the time.
Yeah, he's probably reminding his wife that she's the best thing to ever happen to him as he makes her home cooked dinner. Oh,
Speaking of Netflix,
you think Schmeckle cooks?
Opal, are you living out a fantasy in your head and just
I'm so
applying it
alone.
to Schmeckle?
I don't know, he's married.
sounds
and
very
not here.
romantic.
Isn't that what married people do when they're not streaming?
Yeah. Live a romantic life.
Spend time together.
Candlelit dinners. And
No.
They're probably, he probably made cheeseburgers and they're probably smoking weed, hanging out, spending time with each other, saying I love you.
Opal, my
Something
non-existent relationship is more realistic than what you were just presenting to us.
Opal, the last time I even thought candlelit dinner was 8 years ago.
No, he probably made some cheeseburgers and they're probably smoking weed.
they're probably arguing over who didn't pay the bill or the electric bill or some shit. You know,
I don't know how.
that's what
marriage
real
works.
married life is like. You know,
I don't know how marriage works.
Oh fuck! Right, I gotta pay the bills. I totally forgot to do that.
No.
it's like
With that said, I mean, if someone wants to donate to the super chat, that could help. I'll moan for you. But like the whore that I am,
commissions. Everybody, give your money to Smaj. He
I-
does
I'm-
commissions.
I do commissions. I'm busy with. I just finished getting the house ready to sell, so I mean, I have time to do commissions.
Okay, well, also just give him money for existing.
Oh, existence money. That's the height of pathetic, if you ask me.
I wonder if we could
Well,
get a
you'll do more
GoFundMe
art.
for Opal to get a boob job so she could finally titty fuck someone.
Damn it!
Wait, what? What, Opal?
Oh.
You don't want to get fake tits?
I don't want fake looking ones.
As long as you don't go too big for your frame, you're good.
Yeah, we don't need anime tits on a tiny person.
Well, I mean, I am short.
That'll look
so
weird.
they
That'll look.
would
Oh God.
weird.
That's
I
so
can't
fucking-
have Ren size. I'm really short.
Only Ren can have Ren-sized tits.
All
Only
this-
you can fondle Ren's boobies.
You know, all this talk of sex and stuff. I was trying to brainstorm if I wanted to set time aside to do the thumbnail or if I catch up on my commission work. And I was trying to think, how would I do this commission? We keep talking about sex and stuff. And I was like, all right, well, who do we have here? I'm like, we have more guys than girls. I could do a bukkake thumbnail, but I'm not going to do that because YouTube won't let you do it.
No,
You
just
can do
just do Opal trying to dominate the men and the men just pointing at her and laughing.
I'm not that funny. You take me seriously.
Sure, Opal.
Well, I already did one of Opal with the sewing needles or the knitting needles, and that was a story.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
And it was probably the most accurate thumbnail I ever did.
Oh yeah. So somebody mentioned Netflix earlier. Has anybody seen the new Cloverfield, the third in the trilogy of that?
No, I have not seen it.
Altered Carbon,
Haven't watched
the new
the
series.
second one. You dropped
No.
spoilers. We're gonna have fucking problems, Irate.
No, I
haven't
haven't
wa-
seen it. I've been watching the show called One Day at a Time.
Yeah, the Mexican remake of the 70s
They're
sitcom.
Cuban. There is a difference.
Oh, my bad.
And they actually use mansplaining.
Oh, why?
Huh?
Yeah, and apparently the lesbian daughter is dating somebody and her pronouns are they and them and they use it so casually in a sentence.
No,
I
no, no,
imagine-
no, 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 no,
Yes,
no,
yes,
no.
yes.
I sent a picture to
Agenda,
the side chat if Opal got boobs.
It's very interesting to see like this is where our comedy's going.
Yep. It's all
Opal,
about-
Opal. You use the word comedy. I do not think you know what it means.
I think this is a comedy show. There's a laugh
Yeah.
track.
I
supposed to
think
be.
it's a comedy. Wait,
There's a
what's it called
laugh
again?
track.
It's definitely a comedy every time we have you on it.
One day at a time.
It's called One Day at a Time, and they're
Oh.
Cuban. They tackle issues like depression and military service very well,
Sounds
at least.
hilarious.
It sounds more like a fucking a drama covering
Yeah.
these heavy issues and stuff.
Like suicide, PTSD, war injuries.
Yeah, that's so funny. I'm
Yeah, really. I'm
Okay,
rolling
well,
on the floor.
the SJW lesbian's pretty funny. She gets a lot of laugh tracks.
Mm,
Opal.
Well,
like the way you said that.
Laugh tracks does not equal funny.
Yeah, you do realize in laugh track is an artificial laughing crowd,
I
right?
just yeah. Oh, and they use what else did they use? White guilt, privileged white mansplaining.
This doesn't sound like a funny show, Opal. This sounds sad and depressing.
I don't
Opal.
know.
I think my story from Marie Claire was happier than than what you're describing right now.
It was because this girl is talking about getting raped, and it wasn't a rape, and it's stupid, and I can laugh at that.
I think it's a comedy.
It's
Now
not.
you guys are making me think about this now.
Opal,
Oh.
stop using the word comedy.
Stop
What you
using
are
the word
describing is not comedy.
well, I think they intended to be a comedy, but I don't think it's coming off as such. It's like, when they think that, oh, this will be a great idea for a show. It'll be so progressive and current with the times.
I think they're trying to be a progressive comedy series, but I don't think it's coming out very good.
Those two words do not go together.
Drama comedy?
Those two words do not go together.
I think there's another show I saw some trailers for. I think it's called Together Alone, and it's like a white girl and a Filipino guy, and the commercial made it look like a comedy, but I'm like,
biracial relationships. How original.
Well, I think the guy's gay, and I don't think they can do it. But it's like they're the only out of all their friend groups, they've all all their friends have started dating and started having kids, and he's the only. They feel like they're the only two single people in the city. And so I don't know. It's a bad little thing.
So it's Will and Grace updated version of Will and Grace. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm cynical, y'all. I apologize.
No,
it's
fine.
They had a funny thing where the illegal immigrant was Canadian.
Huh?
And he was like talking in a Canadian accent. They're like, I wish people would just learn the language when they come here.
That was almost a normal voice, Opal. What the fuck?
You almost had a normal adult voice.
Yeah, because the Cubans were like talking to the Canadian guy. They're like, I wish the Canadian would learn English when he gets here. And that was funny.
Okay. Why do Canadians not know English?
Well, because he was saying something about a hoser.
I mean, French Canadian. I can understand that because they speak French.
I have to stop there, guys. There for a second. Bernie Strongbeard just donated $1 with no comment whatsoever.
He just wants to hear that dirty.
Something about a hoser.
Hoser?
I don't.
Hoser?
Something about a.
Oh, you goddamn hosers!
Moosing.
Take off, you hosers.
They use a lot of oohs when they talk.
What you talking about?
Yeah, we're gonna back bacon and moose head.
Calm it down there, bud.
Coming down there, you hoser. Sorry, eh?
Coming down there, eh?
Samaj, Ren.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, Ren, you're not Canadian, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, Samaj.
Yeah.
Why in the fuck in a specific region of Canada, and hell yeah, it even actually pertains to certain states in America. Why the fuck do you guys say a boot and sorry? Why?
Oh yeah, that was in the comedy series too. He's like, it took me 12 years to stop saying a boot, and I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I think the sorry part probably much came from our British heritage, and because Brits are super polite and stuff, and we tried to do the same thing. As for the boot and all that, I mean that's just a combination of melding of languages. It's just something that acquired. I don't know why, but you do see it more commonly in in areas like Newfoundland and Labrador and other parts. You don't really see it in my area. I actually have to make myself say a boot. It doesn't really come out.
You know what's really weird, Samaj, is that the entire state of Virginia, most everybody talks exactly like that, and like everything around it, nobody does. It's really weird. It's almost like Virginia is like little Canada down here in the United States.
Little Canada is northern Minnesota. Northern Minnesota is more Canadian than Canada.
Oh, you Minnesotans, eh?
Yeah, the TV show is classified as a comedy series.
I'm originally from Chicago. I don't count as a Minnesotan.
You're from Chicago? Oh man, I've been to Chicago. That's a nice place there.
The Grassy Junior High is a comedy, don't you know?
Oh god, it was.
Yes.
And then it turned into shit.
Dude, Grassy, I remember that show had one teenage melodrama after another.
Yeah.
Well, you have to remember
Valerie Bertinelli.
This is where we got Drake.
Degrassi Junior High is soap opera for teenagers.
Yeah, I actually used to watch that with an ex.
For me, I had to watch it because I grew up on a farm, and there was literally nothing to watch but 3 channels. And it's like I have to kill a half hour before they start playing cartoons. So I guess I'm stuck with this melodrama nonsense. and it was terrible.
Yeah, the show is classified as a comedy.
It's not really not.
But it has a fan base, and I mean it's still going, and it's sort of a pop classic in certain areas, like in oddly enough in the States. I think Steven Universe, that cartoon show right now, they've made references to Degrassi High a couple times.
I'm not surprised.
But then again, it's Steven Universe. It's kind of a progressive nonsense. So of course they would reference.
Yeah, Steven Universe is turning into kind of a mess.
Was from the start.
And anything that portrays the father living in his van, and he wants to live in his van, while all his money that he ever makes goes to feeding his kid.
Wait,
and 3 aliens.
He's living in
No,
a
the
van.
3 lesbian aliens.
Is it down by the river?
They live by a beach, and he owns a car wash that's close to the beach. So I guess
you'll be doing plenty of living in a van down by the river when you're living in a van down by the river.
Can I
I
spoil
miss
something
that guy.
for you?
Oh, can we just all take a moment for Chris Farley? Pretty please.
Oh.
Fucking love that guy. Thank
I
you.
like Chris Farley.
Yeah.
My
I'm
dad used
sorry,
to show me VHSs
you have to tell
of him.
people that you like Chris Farley.
Yeah.
That is fucking axiom of existence. Opal, shut the
Belushi, Candy, and Farley.
It's
the
like
SNL fat guys.
It's like someone saying the sky is blue. We know you like Chris Farley.
My dad used to show me VHS tapes of him.
To be honest, I think my mom fucked either Belushi, Candy, or Goodman at some point in the 80s, and I existed after that, but I'm not sure which. Most likely John Candy, because I've been told I look like him.
The funny thing is, I heard the. Go for it.
I'm just saying you sound like Goodman.
See, that's why I say possibly Goodman, because I get fucking mad. You're out of your league, Donnie.
So I know hearing about Chris Farley and I think it was John Goodman or whatever. They had the very same little story in that they tend to apparently they are very popular, and they're very popular with the ladies. But these two guys, they were so self-conscious about their weight that they would never act on that, even though women would be more than happy to fuck these guys.
All right, we got a $5 super chat from Sir Wolfgang. I'm going to take this one. You're going to be eating a steady diet of government cheese and living in a van down by the river.
But can I spoil Steven Universe a little bit?
Go for it.
Well, the dad actually comes into some money in future episodes, and he still wants to live in the van.
Yeah, and that still bothers me.
Why?
I don't know. Like, he has enough money to get a house and take care of his kid and pay for the alien lesbians.
Well, here's the thing. I understand why he lived in the van because, well, for a while, he didn't really have too much money when he was younger, and he met with Steven's mom, and they got onto it and had a baby. Yeah. Most of the money he made, he built like a house for Steven to live in, but he paid for it for him and the other gems to also live in there. Gems being the 3 female characters.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like all 3 of them are like his acting mom, which is awkward and weird.
He has 3 moms.
He has 3 moms, and his dad lives in the van because that's all he can afford is staying in his van. And he owns a car wash company, and all the money he makes, he feeds for himself and then pays to take care of his kid, who doesn't go to school, by the way. And
He doesn't go to school. He just stays at the beach all day and eats junk food.
He's essentially homeschooled, but not really, because these gems are aliens, and Steven's half gem. So they're going to teach him how to use his gem powers and whatnot. And I get that. I'd rather the kids still go to school, because turns out, not going to school and being raised by aliens, he can't read. Doesn't know how to write. He just plays video games, and he's a pudgy fat kid going around doing his
He's
thing.
14 and he's never been to school and
He's
can't read.
14?
How has child services in that universe not stepped in and gone,
Yeah, that's
can
illegal.
this kid read and write?
And he's being
No.
raised by three people who don't know anything about humans.
They're not even legal citizens, if I might add that. They are still aliens.
So they would be arrested and deported, and that kid would be taken away and taken off to foster care, where at 14 he'd have to learn to read and write.
But guys, you don't understand. Steven Universe is the most progressive cartoon out there. It's so good.
They take him on dangerous missions where he's died.
Yeah.
At least he's actually had a friend killed.
I
But
hate to
don't worry.
say it, I no longer feel bad for the team for taking that asshole around.
And like they've even hinted that like, oh, this special dance they do is the aliens' version of sex. And I'm like, well, why is the 14-year-old doing it with one of his moms?
It's awkward. They justify it because they're aliens. They're not actually humans. Which, by the way, I'd love to go back on this, but someone's got to read that super chat.
Sure, $10 from American Phoenix.
Fuck yeah, buddy.
Up in the land of ice and cold, where a man can find no gold, work all day just to make a living, clubbing of the baby seals, smash 'em, bash 'em, break 'em, kill 'em, beat 'em, their heads until they squeal.
Okay, that was very interesting.
Samaj.
Also, I had to moan for that. God damn.
Yeah,
Yes, you did.
it's
Oh,
a beautiful poem. Absolutely gorgeous.
Very, very good poetry there, American Phoenix.
indeed. So, God, what was I going to say? Yeah, Opal's right. I mean, Steven's father recently came into money due to the fact that one of his old work buddies took his music and made a lot of money off of it. And I think for legal reasons, he had to go and find his dad, like just hand him this big check and go like, here you go. And even with all that money, he doesn't.
He still wants to live in a van. He chooses to live in a van.
Now,
Maybe he doesn't want to live in the house with the aliens.
well, he doesn't have to. He can buy, but he can buy a house in town and be like a respectable member of society. But the thing that always gets me about that, it feels like the show is trying to normalize fathers like living in vans or living in their own vehicles because they can't afford anything because they've been paying like child support and alimony.
Yeah, like all the dads in the show are almost non-existent. Like there's a
Oh, it's
deadbeat
like
dad
this-
that leaves.
It's like It's like Disney moms.
Yeah.
But worse, because the dads are deadbeats. One of the dads leaves. One of the dads always at work at sea. The other dad's an idiot, and the other dad's poor and lives in a van. Like they do not portray good dads in this show.
You know what's actually funny about the whole parent thing is that in American cartoons, most of the time the dad is almost non-existent. In Japanese cartoons, the mom is doomed to die. And in Disney, there is no mom.
In Disney, sometimes there's no dad either. It's like some Disney princesses are just orphans.
Yes,
Like
sometimes.
I don't like how they are trying to normalize bad dads. And like all the moms are so great. One of the moms is like a successful painter, and the other mom is a successful doctor, and the other mom's is like a butch male woman. All
So
the moms in
why
the
does
show
they-
are super great, but all the
So
dads
why
are
does the dad
stupid.
need to give all the money over then?
I don't know.
By the way, Sir Wolf gave me a nice little comment. He says that's why we need a space wall to keep out the illegal lesbian aliens.
Yes, when
Huh.
is this space wall being completed?
Yeah, if we keep out lesbian aliens, I'm fine with it.
I think
All-
lesbianism is a perfectly fine criteria on which to allow them to enter.
Like all of the like everything bad that happens in the show is because of the gems. Like if they left the planet, none of this evil shit would be attracted to this city.
Yeah, the aliens are definitely the problem, but no, like there is a reason for why the gems are there. They're there to stop the other aliens from coming down and taking over, or as their current plan is, because currently in Earth's core there's a big gem that once it goes, they'll use it and they'll explode and they'll harvest the organs and stuff like that. And the humans are just sort of there; they'll just all die. So technically, they're there for a good reason. But
technically, but it still wouldn't have started without them.
I think like the premise of the show is perfectly fine, but I think that the execution of the characters it's kind of shitty, and it's very.
One of the three moms was in love with Steven's biological mother, so she's like super creepy, and like there was an episode where she wishes he wasn't there because she died at childbirth. She's like, I have to take care of her son now, and I've always loved her, but she chose a man over me.
Yeah.
The more you describe the show, the more I want to just die.
Well, here's the thing: like the show overall isn't like a terrible. It's not outright telling you these things that like men are terrible and all that. They're not. It's not really a bad show when you think about it. But the messaging and the imagery, like if you look like as an adult and you look at, it's like this show is it's fucking terrible, but it's still perfectly suitable for kids. But
I'm just so upset that the potential for a good show was there, but they just couldn't execute it.
I'm just so disappointed it's going to show little kids, look, Steven Universe doesn't go to school or read or write. It's okay for me. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Well, and there's also the element of the show where they're trying to portray Steven as being trans, because technically his mom didn't die. She just took on a different form within her kid. And so technically like, Steven is half human.
Because like because she's an alien, like half of her and half of the dad had to be like a mixture 50-50 of him.
The concept of the gems, the concept
Irate, what are you doing?
He's like literally half of his mom because they both couldn't survive.
All right, what's that? Right?
I'm sorry.
Oh, we heard you moan. What's going on?
Nothing.
Okay then.
No, I was just wondering. I'm wondering what is this show now?
It's called Steven Universe. It's progressive nonsense, and I'm about to explain something that seems really fucking creepy when you really think about it. So these gems, they're aliens. Their bodies are technically these crystals, these gems as they're called.
Okay.
The bodies that they walk around in, which are all female predominantly, actually they're all only female.
They're all women.
But the bodies are not actual bodies. They're projection
Their bodies are holograms.
Yeah, their bodies are light. They're hologram. They actually have no body. So in order to make a child, like because she has sex with a human, but she doesn't actually have a body, there's some fucking tomfoolery going on here that we don't know about. Also, in Steven's mind, he has memories of his mom. So it seems like his mom just sort of went into the son. So there's a lot of things we can't quite figure out about the show.
It's just weird alien technical mumbo jumbo.
Why are we talking so much about this shit show?
And then, like apparently
we might as well get Lacey on and talk about the fucking ponies.
Like there was allegations of rape and abusive relationships because one alien did a special dance against the will of another alien.
Yeah, there's talk. Yeah, it's progressive. Like the reason why we talk about it so much because it's so fucking cringy.
Because they try to be progressive, but it's just.
That's because what everybody says is progressive nowadays isn't actually progressive; it's regressive.
It's so
right. One of the reasons why everybody gave so much shit to Sofing for so long because he keeps calling them progressives.
It's just like they wanted good. Like I don't even know.
Well, we'll move on.
Which means that they just have no real side to them.
They needed a better writer.
Well, all right. There's a couple things about the writing that I have to say, but first of all, I did want to mention about this drama afterwards that sort of went away when there was like a BuzzFeed article talking about how women in animation don't get paid as much as the men and all that. It's the same old rhetoric we heard about, and no one took it seriously because it came from BuzzFeed. So, yay.
Oh, and also the Steven Universe fan base, they tried to get a girl to kill herself because she drew one of the chubby characters skinny.
Yeah, I remember that. That's fucking terrible.
And then another one where a woman Asian artist, they try to get her to kill herself because she drew a character whose skin is a dark red but looks brown. But
Mm-hmm.
because she drew her with a light skin, they're like, "Oh my God, you're whitewashing!" And she almost lost like her art career.
Oh wow.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, because they drew a dark character light, and then they drew a fat character skinny. Like this girl who tried to kill herself was like 14.
Yeah, and she attempted to kill herself, and then she came back. Obviously, she survived, and the internet was still coming at her really strong. And then the actual creators, the legitimate creator team for Steven Universe, went onto that same thread and said, "Everyone who's attacking this poor girl is a piece of shit. You are the worst human beings alive, and this is the worst fucking fan base I have ever fucking experienced."
Yeah, it's horrible.
Well, at least the show stood up for the girl then. Like,
Yeah, no shit.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
No.
They said it was a form of self-expression, whether she wants to draw the fat one skinny, the skinny one fat, the short one tall, or the black one white. It doesn't fucking matter. It's their perspective on characters we've created. And the audience, I shit you not, the fan base that went after the girl and caused her to try to kill herself, then turned around and told the creators, "It's not your show anymore, it's ours."
Yeah, they try to get one of the writers. They try to get one of the writers fired because they thought one of their sketches was racially insensitive. So the fan base tried to get one of the writers. They're like, "It looks like this person's handwriting. We got to get them fired."
So it's a creative coup.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
They think that because they watch the show, they own it.
Yeah, that was the only time I ever gave shits about that fucking show, was when I found out about that story. I was just like, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch your shitty ass cartoon, but
fan fiction,
cool."
Yeah, I mean, like, what was the Rule 34 or all that? I mean, fans will do what fans will do. Just let it happen. You don't like it, and I mean, it's not really a big deal. If I want to take a character like Superman and turn him into a woman, I could do that if I fucking want. Just fucking try and stop me. But then, taking that and saying, "Oh, you should kill yourself because you did that." That's no.
Yeah,
you're right.
It's just horrible. Like they go after the creators.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they tend to do that all the time, and the creators are, well, they're just doing their shit.
They just want to create. Like, they're like, Steven Universe is trans because he wore a skirt in that one episode.
Well,
make them trans creators. I think
they try to make them trans, because remember, we mentioned earlier they have this fusion dance, if you will, and Steven does it with his best friend who's a girl, and when they 13. Fuse, who's 13, and when they fuse, they essentially become a woman. I'm like, oh, look, no male bits, eh?
Well, like half man, half woman, because in the new episodes, they're growing stubble.
Okay.
On a related note, you guys, I saw an article headlined something like J.K. Rowling said that there was a character in Harry Potter that was Jewish that went to the school, and SJWs are praising her for it. And I'm like, the other people are just sitting here like, you can't just fucking make shit up after you write it just to like score fucking victory points.
Well,
she did like, oh, I had a Jewish character there. I didn't fucking mention them or write about them in any way. But 10 years after I finished the last book, I will tell you that there's a Jewish character there.
Well, remember, she tried that she did try that once before with the play when Hermione was being played by a black woman.
Hermione was totally black.
Speaking of plays, did you hear about that high school that canceled a play because a white girl got married?
Oh, yeah, I was just about to watch.
No, man, this is great.
Sinatra did a video on it that I wanted to watch.
I'm so glad I'm out of school.
Oh, there was the lead in the play was this black girl, and she couldn't do it. She got sick or something, or just had to pull out for some reason. The understudy was a white girl, and because she was white, they canceled it. They canceled the fucking play.
So they had the understudy there.
Yeah.
Who knew all the lines.
Yep.
But they canceled because the understudy was going to go on.
Because of her skin color.
And
That's not.
The school's okay with this?
The school did it on purpose.
The school did it. Exactly. Her understudy was white, and so they just canceled the play.
That's
And
not racist at all.
And the parents are going to sue, right?
I don't know. I didn't see any more.
If I was the parents, I'd sue. I mean,
From what I
racism-
gathered, they're not. No, they're not. No legal action yet.
well,
There's no
I'd be
lawyer
throwing
with a
a
big enough
shitstorm.
dick. Yeah, no.
well, you also have to remember for the parents, if they do raise a fuss, I mean, they'll probably be branded as
There are
racist.
students that protest.
Oh yeah.
That's why they canceled it.
Oh, I mean, my child was racially discriminated against.
And
so-
guess what the play is? Guess what the fucking play is?
What?
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
That's right. And she was playing a gypsy as Merelda. That's right.
In the book, wasn't her mother like half French?
No, she was a Romany. She was a gypsy.
No. The difference between the book and the movie is the gypsy wasn't actually a gypsy. The gypsy was a white child who was stolen and raised as a gypsy. So that's the plot twist in the book, that there's this old woman who's insane because her daughter got kidnapped by gypsies. And when Esmeralda's going up for the death penalty, spoilers on this book, the mother then realizes that the woman who she cursed to and was praising to be killed was her own daughter. That's part of the plot twist of the book.
Plot twist.
Oh wow.
So
It's
it's actually a character who's a little darker than Disney, but so plot twist by the book or the original play, Esmeralda's supposed to be white.
So, in other words, they shut the play down because it was going to be historically accurate to the book.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I guess that makes about as much sense as black people being Amazons in the Wonder Woman movie, even though they weren't really in the comics.
Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch, but it's not exactly unheard of. Back in the ancient Greece days and all that stuff. Shush, Opal. Back in the ancient Greece days, they actually did have a mixture of people with different skin colors. It wasn't as heavy as some of the fantasy movies and shows like to try to portray it. There weren't that many black people or foreigners in Greece at that time. It was more like 1 to 25 ratio kind of thing. So it is possible for there to have been some black women as Amazons, but on that scale, probably not.
Probably not. And yeah, I see what you mean. It's sort of similar to the idea of like Asgard, even though I don't like. If you saw the Thor movie, it was the same.
Oh,
Did you know that Heimdall's name is literally translated to the Pale One?
Oh my God.
And
well,
yet,
the
for
deal with
some
Valkyrie, man, that's what got me. Heimdall was okay. It's like, for some reason, I was okay with that. But fucking Valkyrie is what I would. Really, man?
Well, you have to remember, like Valkyrie is just a title. There are many Valkyries, and there could be other ones. I really like Valkyrie in the comics, and I would like it if they portray her accurately. But we'll see. It's the same problem. Like me and Brockus were talking about this the other day about the Deadpool movie with Domino.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Domino is supposed to have blue skin.
Well,
White.
White.
Skin.
Yeah.
White, maybe like a light bluish tint, but
Like
white
a
overall.
corpse.
They tend to give her a bluish tint because Marvel has a weird obsession with blue characters. Mystique, Beast, the X-Men's costumes in general.
Right.
It's because one of the artists happens to be fetishized blue latex body paint.
No, it had to do with the price of ink.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah, cheap. It was cheap ink.
Yeah, I mean, what they're doing with the Deadpool movies, they have Domino being played by a black woman, and Domino is usually white skinned with a black spot over her right eye.
And it's a part of her mutation. That's the part that pisses me off. Is like people tend to forget the reason why certain characters in the comic books look a specific way isn't just because, oh, they're a black person that was born in this area of the world, blah, 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 whatever. It doesn't fucking matter.
Nope.
It's the fact that Hank McCoy was born with enlarged hands, feet, arms, and legs, and a torso. Like his head was too small for his body. But that was how he was born. Everybody knew he was going to be a fucking freak of nature when he grew up. Mystique was born with blue skin. Nightcrawler was born with 2 toes and 3 fingers and had a devilish look and tail and everything like that. Domino's part of her mutation was literally born completely pale with that black dot on her fucking eye. This is all a part of their unfortunate mutation. Some are just born that way. Yep. Their powers kick in later on. Like Mystique couldn't shapeshift when she was 5, but she could start shapeshifting when she was like 12, when she fucking got her first period and shit. And Nightcrawler didn't teleport until like boom, 12, 13.
Yep. Well, and that's part of the analogy of like X-Men and mutants in general. Puberty and stuff and growing up. I mean, and that was like a fairly good metaphor at the time. So a thought just occurred to me. So if they do a backstory for Domino in the Deadpool movie, would she be white and then becomes black?
Oh my god!
Transracial.
That's the fantasy of so many fucking people right now.
So are they gonna hire a white person to do half blackface or a black person to do half whiteface?
I don't know. I don't know. They probably won't give her a backstory, but I mean,
might be an Asian doing black and whiteface.
I gotta go. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Later. That seems like
bye, Opal.
The smart thing to do.
I really want her to have one. If they do give her a backstory, I hope they make her white and then turn her black. That'll be fucking awesome. If they did that, I'll feel a little bit more accepting of the character.
It would be ballsy. Yeah,
it would be.
No, they should. I think I mentioned this in a chat on one of your nerd streams, Samaj, where they should introduce Death in the next Deadpool movie, because that would be a fucking good way to tie in Deadpool with the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as it's getting toward the end of the Infinity Crisis.
Well, yeah.
I was going to say I'm into this level of talking about like comics because it's not your what word am I looking for? Your generic YouTube conversation about comics. It's like I appreciate y'all's being into it for what it is, because I've been, I'm old. I'm an old motherfucker, and I remember I got into comics, the Clone Saga, back when it was coming out. Ross Andrew was doing the art for Spider-Man.
Oh, so, man, when Ben Reilly made his first appearance and everything?
Yeah, wow. Man, the fucking Jackal, the whole 9 yards, man. Oh, before Ben Reilly, man, it was like at the end, one of them was supposed to be dead, and that was it. And we didn't hear from that clone for 10 years almost.
Wow.
All right, guys, we are getting a note from the producer. It is time to start wrapping up. Thank you guys for watching. We have, we'll start with Brockus. Start chilling.
I'm Brockus. I do a show every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with Zellstrike, Antoine, and Lo-Fi Commentator over on the channel Help for the Guild List. The show is called Proper Villains Live. We pretty much just do shit like this. We just talk about different topics. We're kind of seeing where we're going to eventually go with the show. We have a few ideas, but we're relatively new to this.
All right. Irate Prostate.
Well, Friday nights we do from 10 to midnight Central, the Cream Stream. Tomorrow night we're going to have some fun with Sir Adamantine and Weibo, along with Everybody Red, Malin, and Geek Thulu. And also a lot like Brockus, I'm looking at doing some nifty new stuff too. So I've been working really hard on this new software, and anyway, I think I got it figured out. So we'll see. Right. Thanks for the
I actually forgot on my channel sometime really soon, most likely this weekend, I'm going to be starting my own weekly live streams where I actually bring on a few people, guests and panelists and stuff like that to talk about various nerd culture topics like comic books, movies, TV shows, stuff like that.
Let's kick the Bobo, motherfucker. Let's do that.
And of course, you know, Robert and Samaj and me reading Ren and Night Cunts.
Good night.